Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you this 2020 Jeep Compass. This one is the Latitude edition, so I'm going to go ahead and show you all the features this one has. So under the hood they're going to be a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder engine. It's connected to a 9-speed automatic transmission, and the horsepower numbers are 180 and the torque numbers are 175. Fuel economy numbers are 22 in the city, 30 highway, and 25 combined. So if you guys are interested about this one has few options. The first package is the customer preferred package, second one is the popular equipment group, and third one is the 9-speed automatic transmission. So if you guys are curious about the color is called Jazz Blue, and honestly it looks kind of black when it's cloudy outside, just like now. Well, anyways, it does have a really nice look to it. Coming to the front, the Jeep Compass doesn't really have a crazy look to it. Very simple design, and it does get great fuel economy, so that's why it doesn't look that crazy. But anyways guys, the front right here, the headlights, they are all halogen. The fog lights are halogen, the turn signals are halogen, and the design of the headlights, the fog lights, turn signals aren't that crazy. In the middle they're going to be, of course, the Jeep grille design. Most of the Jeeps have Jeep right on the hood, and the look of this Jeep is alright. You will have some functional vents right here, and all the way in the bottom they're going to be more functional. But let's go ahead and move to the side, and I'll go ahead and show you the rest of this SUV. So for the side view of the Compass competes against the Honda CR-V and the Toyota RAV and the Nissan Rogue, but it does look smaller than all of them. Anyways guys, they're going to be a really nice, not too sharp line right here in the top portion of the door. I like the chrome right here on the windows, and it flows all the way down, all the way to the tailgate, which is really nice. Up top they're going to be a roof rail and Compass right there on the front door, and all the way in the bottom they're going to be just a ABS plastic or matte plastic. And for the rim and wheel design, not too crazy, but it is 225 60 17s, and the design of the rims aren't the best, but this is a more like a low trim Compass. But let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll go ahead and show you the rest of this SUV. Coming here in the back, I love the fact that the spoiler is nice and big, and it just gives the SUV a nicer look. And as I said, I love that chrome right here that goes all the way to the tailgate. It just gives it a really nice, cool look. For the taillights look pretty good. There is some black accent inside of the taillights just to give it a nicer look. Right here is going to be the 4x4 Jeep in the middle, and all the way to the right is the Latitude trim or badge, and of course this is the Latitude trim. Down here they're going to be reflectors and ABS plastic in the bottom. I wish it was normal painted lower bumper. It would have, I think, looked much better. This looks pretty cheap. So here is the key for the Compass. It's a little bit on the cheaper side. I wish it was a little bit better than that, but it does have a good weight to it. It does have Jeep written in the back, and there are going to be 4 buttons on it: lock, unlock, remote start, and a panic button. I like the fact that they give you a remote start for almost a base trim SUV. But to open the trunk or the tailgate, there's going to be only one button, and it's going to be right here. Just go ahead and click on it. Actually, you have to unlock the SUV first, and the trunk opens up. It's not automatic, of course, which is expected. And inside there are going to be 4 tie downs, and honestly a good amount of space right here in the back of this Compass. It does look pretty small from the outside, but from the inside there's plenty of room. There is a light right here, another light right there, and 12 volts right here. And to drop the seats down, there is no handle on the left or right, but you could actually drop them down from the second row. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'll go ahead and show you how they look like when they're all the way down. So I just dropped the seats down, and there is a plenty of room, even though the seats don't really go all the way flat, but still there is a plenty of room here in the back. So here is the door handle. It does have a sensor right behind it. That's how you unlock the SUV, and to lock it, just go ahead and click on this button. So in the front door, there is a good amount of soft materials, but the problem is that the design of the door is a little bit on the cheaper side. This top section right here, I thought that was plastic, but honestly it's nice and soft. It's that synthetic rubber material. Right here is the door handle. It's a little bit on the lighter side. I wish there was some brushed aluminum around the door handle. Here are the window controls, door locks, and the mirror controls. And I love the orange stitching with the white stitching right underneath. The armrest feels a little bit on the harder side. 2 bottle holders right here, and this is plastic, which is expected. And I love the design of the speaker. I wish they brought that brushed aluminum thing around the speaker, around the door handle right here. It would have given it a nicer look. So for the seats, they are power, and I love the design of them. I love the white and orange stitching. This middle piece right here is cloth, but everything else is wrapped in leather. So I love the fact that there is cloth and leather on this seat. All right, so inside the Jeep Compass, it's a little bit on the smaller side if you compare it to the CR-V and the RAV. Definitely you could tell the size when you sit in this one. Super tight in here. This middle console right here is super small, and I think Jeep needs to do some homework. But anyways guys, the steering wheel actually looks pretty good. I like the way how it looks, but the middle section right here is a little bit on the bulky side, but the ring itself is nice and thick, especially for an SUV. That's nice. So the 10 and 2 grip, there is a good amount, but it's not very noticeable, and I just like the way how it looks. There is more of that orange stitching inside the steering wheel, brushed aluminum right here on the sides and in the bottom, chrome rings around the Jeep, and in the middle right here is going to be a few buttons to control the middle screen, and the gauges are super easy to read. The font is huge, and you could see those numbers very, very easy. And right here are the Bluetooth controls. All the way to the right, they're going to be the cruise controls. It does not have all the safety features. You have to go to the higher trims to get the adaptive cruise control and emergency braking. All the way to the left right here is going to be the headlight controls with the brightness controls, and you have the fogs right here if you click on this button. And to the middle, this is the 7-inch touchscreen. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with it. I think probably since this Jeep is brand new and it just got off the truck, it probably needs some fuses, and that's why the screen is not working. But anyways, it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and it is a 7-inch touch screen. Not a big fan of the plastic around it. It just makes it feel cheap. Down here is going to be the climate controls, and the climate controls are honestly a little bit too low for my taste. I wish they were higher a little bit. You have to go all the way down here to reach for the climate controls, and I wish it was they were a little bit higher. But anyways, they're going to be a tune button, a volume button, emergency button right here, screen off, and a mute button. I love the fact that there is a mute button right here. You could just click on it and it will mute the music. Here are the climate controls, pretty easy to understand, and you will have a dual climate control, so you'll have your own temperature and your passenger will have their own temperature. An off button right here to turn off the climate controls. Right here is going to be a USB and an aux. Here is the mode selector, so just go ahead and rotate that, and we'll go to the different modes, and it will display it in the middle screen right here, which is very nice. So that's super nice. Here is the 9-speed automatic transmission shifter. It does have a plus and minus. It is a little bit on the cheaper side. It sounds weird, and I wish Jeep does something about that. But anyways guys, down here is going to be the traction control, engine start stop to save some gas when it comes to a complete stop. It will basically turn off the engine. Electronic e-brake right here. 2 cup holders, and the cup holders are just way down there. They're too low. I wish they were raised a little bit up. And here is the armrest. It's nice and padded, very nice and soft. Here is some of the orange stitching with the white. It is adjustable, so you can move it back and front, and there is not a lot of space inside. I wish there was at least a little bit more storage place inside this armrest. But anyways guys, Being inside this SUV, it does feel a little bit on the smaller side, but the seats are super comfortable. So here is the mirror, and it is a little bit on the bigger side. I wish it was a little bit slimmer on the bezels, but anyways, they're going to be an off and on button. This is the auto dimming feature. Some lights right here, of course, they're not LED, and this one does not have a sunroof. But for the visors, they actually feel pretty good and solid. And here is some lights with a mirror inside of it. So here is the door, and the door is the same design as the front, but does have a lot of plastic on it. This top portion right here is plastic. The door handle feels the same as the front, and down here this is wrapped in leather, a little bit on the softer side, which is nice. Here is the armrest, same as the front, orange and white stitching. Here is the door or window switch, and a bottle holder right here, and a tiny bit of space. Barely could put anything in here. A speaker in the bottom, and this is plastic, which is expected. Inside, the seats are super comfortable. I sat in those rear seats and they're very, very comfortable. I love the stitching on them, and I love the fact that they did not cheap out and put a different design seats here in the back. 2 cup holders inside with a phone holder in the middle. The armrest itself super soft, which is nice. Down here is going to be some vents, a USB and an outlet, and this outlet is part of the $1,500 option that you put on this SUV. But guys, there is a good amount of headroom and legroom here in the back, and as I said, the seats are super comfortable, and I love the design of them. So guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. I would like to thank Keith here at Executive Dodge Jeep in Wallingford. If you guys are interested, make sure to come and check them out. I'm gonna go ahead and put their information on link in the bottom of this video, and if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe and like this video, and as always, I'll see you next time.